The first sound came about an hour later, a single heavy splash loud enough to wake him instantly. It came from directly across the river. He sat up listening. There were no other splashes or movement, just the sound of running water. After several minutes, he laid back down, assuming it was a large animal coming to drink. Around midnight, a second noise pulled him fully awake, the sharp crack of wood breaking. This time it came from the tree line behind his tent. He froze, listening carefully. The night air was still, and the fire had burned down to embers. Another crack followed, closer this time, like a branch being stepped on. He unzipped the tent slightly and shone his flashlight toward the trees. The beam lit up trunks and brush for about 30 feet, but beyond that was total darkness. The forest looked still. After a minute of silence, he zipped the flap and lay back down, gripping his bear spray. Then came a sound that chilled him, a deep, slow exhale, close and heavy. It came from somewhere behind the tent, maybe 20 feet away. The sound repeated, slightly louder, followed by faint movement. A step, then another. He sat perfectly still, listening to the breathing as it circled slowly behind him. The sound of heavy footfalls pressed into the ground. Not four-legged, but two. He described the rhythm as slow and far too heavy to be a person. He turned off his light, trying to listen over his pounding heartbeat. The breathing moved around the tent, paused, and started again on the opposite side. Then came a low grunt. It lasted a few seconds, followed by silence. He said his first thought was that it might be a bear, but the steps were too distinct, too evenly spaced and upright. He had dealt with bears before and knew how they sounded. This was different. The ground vibrated slightly with each step, and the breathing carried a strange cadence, slow and controlled, not panting or huffing. After several minutes of quiet, he reached for his flashlight again. When he switched it on, the light caught movement, a large dark shape just at the edge of the trees. The figure moved instantly, stepping backward into the brush. He caught only a glimpse, something upright, massive, and broad, covered in dark, shaggy hair. He described its height as at least 8 feet, maybe more. The shoulders were enormous, and the arms hung low, the hands nearly reaching the knees. In the instant before it moved, the eyes reflected a faint red glow.